Hey guys, it's Corbin. I wanted to come on here and do what I am going to be calling the prelude to the very first miniseries of Free the Me TV. And this miniseries is going to be called Odyssey of the whatever mind. In this case, this particular miniseries is Odyssey of the Christian mind. So in Odyssey of the Mind, guys, I am going to be exploring different religions' views and different religions' stances on homosexuality and the LGBT community in general. For this very first mini-series, which is Odyssey of the Christian Mind, I am going to be exploring how the Christian faith and how the Christian religion, or the rather traditional Christian faith and religion, views homosexuality and what their stance is on homosexuality, and whether it's something that should be allowed, whether it's something that truly is an abomination. So I'm going to give you guys a quick little prelude video, and hopefully you guys get the gist of what Odyssey of the Mind is going to be investigating. So I hope you enjoy. Before beginning to address the questions, should the church allow homosexual marriages, and is homosexuality truly an abomination to God, I believe one must first have a basic understanding of what homosexuality is. So if you were to look up the word homosexuality in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it would say homosexuality is of, relating to, or characterized by a tendency to direct sexual desire toward another of the same sex. That's a wonderful definition. It's great to know. However, for the purposes of this particular mini-series, which is again Odyssey of the Christian Mind, we're not just going to be focusing on the definition of various trigger words, and I call them trigger words because when you speak about homosexuality or same-sex marriage or transgenderism, things like that, in the Christian church, it incites almost anarchy in the church, and so that is why I call them trigger words. But I'm not going to be focusing just on the definition of these various trigger words with this mini-series, but rather I'm going to be focusing on their language of origin and their original intended meanings as directly translated from their original languages. So for those of you who don't know, the Old Testament was originally written in Hebrew and then translated directly to Greek, and the New Testament was written all in Greek. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pulling directly from their original words and their original meanings from written in biblical Greek and in biblical Hebrew. And I want to do that so that everybody kind of gets a deeper meaning. So with this video series, I urge you, viewers, listeners, whether you're watching this, whether you're just listening to it, whatever you're doing, I urge you to broaden the scope of your minds from that of the archaic to that of the literal. I want you to listen to the truth and the meanings behind each word, behind their original language, behind what they've been translated to. So I want you to listen to the truth and the meanings behind each of these words, phrases, and scriptures given. And I want you to put down your willingness to blindly follow behind 19th century Christian imperialism. What I mean by that is, well, I'll get into it deeper with the rest of the video series, but the way the Bible was originally written, the language that was originally used was nowhere close to the language that we use today, and that is a direct result of 18th and 19th century Christian imperialism. Basically, 18th and 19th century Christians came over, and by military force and other force, they went into other countries and they invaded, and countries that already had their own basis of the Christian faith, they went into those countries and basically forced them into believing something different, forced them into believing things the way they believed it. And so I urge you to lay aside your willingness to follow 18th and 19th century Christian imperialism and use your own intelligence and your own understanding to just take this journey with me and find the truth. So all I can say, guys, is if you are ready to join me on this Odyssey of the Mind, then continue to watch and listen. And if not, I suggest you click off now before your moral integrity is challenged. So if you're still with me, like I always say, welcome back to the channel for those of you who have been with me, and welcome to the channel for those of you who are brand new. Like I said, tonight with this video, which is the prelude to this mini-series, it's going to begin this mini-series here on Free the Me TV, assessing, discussing, and answering the questions of homosexuality and the LGBT community as they relate to the Christian faith. Like I've said many times, tonight's video is just a broad overview of what is going to be covered in this mini-series. And I am inviting everyone who is watching and listening to leave your questions, comments, concerns down in the comment section below. Send me a message on Facebook. You can even send me an email. My email is on here so that I can try my best to address and answer each and every question that you guys have. That is my purpose for doing this. So I want to be able to do that and answer all of your questions as this mini-series unfolds in the coming weeks. I do want to give a disclaimer. If you do not ascribe to or are not a part of the Christian faith, that is completely okay. This is the first of many mini-series that is going to explore different religious views on the LGBT community and homosexuality. And just like with all of the content, that means I'm going to cover the Christian view, the Islam view, the Jewish view, or Hebrew, or I'm going to cover all of those different views as best as I can. And like with all of the content on this channel, these videos are for edutainment purposes. They are not because I'm the end-all be-all authority on anything. They are not because I want you to take my word for it. It's strictly edutainment. It's just edutational, as I call it. So I want you to be entertained, but I want you to be educated at the same time. It's not at all intended to sway you one way or another. It's not at all intended to get you to ascribe to or to believe one faith over another. That is not my purpose. That has never been my purpose. My purpose with this is simply to give you guys some education, some little things to look at, and some things to ponder. So like I said many times, this is just meant to be an introductory video letting you know that a mini-series is coming. The mini-series will be called, this one will be called Odyssey of the Christian Mind. The series overall is just Odyssey of the Mind, and whichever faith we are exploring at the time, or whichever topic we are exploring at the time, will go between the words the and mind. So you have Odyssey tonight, Odyssey of the Christian Mind. So in this mini-series, I will be investigating the deeper meanings of the 6 most commonly quoted scripture references against homosexuality and their imperialist translations. And then I'm going to discuss what their actual meanings were after exploring the languages that they were originally written in. I'm going to throw a slide up here so you guys can see what those 6 scriptures are, what those 6 topics are, so that you guys can be ready when the first video comes out with the first topic included in it. Like I said, I want you guys to be just as educated as I am. I want you guys to have just as much access to this information as I do. So I'm going to give you guys my resources, and we're going to walk through this thing together. I really look forward to doing this video. I really look forward to doing this mini-series as a part of a bigger series called Odyssey of the Mind. And I just hope that you guys are ready to join me on this journey, like I'm ready to take you guys along with me. So that's it for tonight's video. I just, like I said, wanted to give you a quick prelude to everything that is coming down the line. And I hope you guys are ready to tune in and enjoy. So that's it for tonight, everybody. If, again, you have questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the comment section below. Send me an email. Send me something on Facebook, whatever you got to do to get in touch with me so that I can answer your questions, so we can walk this journey together. And I'm just looking forward to moving forward with this, guys. If you like this video, even though it wasn't much, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And after you subscribe, hit the little bell button right next to subscribe so that you guys know when the rest of Odyssey of the Mind comes out. All right, guys, I'll see you back here in a little bit. Much love.